The word Sheffield. There is another event that's taking place today, actually. It's being held by the organisation Life and Death. They're heading round the country in a camper van. What's not to like? And they're going to be delivering poetry written and performed by deaf children. And Katie Ford is from the organisation, and she's on the line now. Good afternoon, Katie.
Good afternoon.
So tell me about Life and Death.
Well, we're like you say, we're travelling all over the UK to spread a really positive message of inclusion. Our tour is called Include Me in the World, and that is a line of poetry written by a deaf child. And our organisation is completely apolitical. We just give deaf children all over the place the chance to express themselves. And poetry is a perfect way of doing that because you can break all the rules. You don't have to worry about full stops or grammar or word endings. And actually it's just about getting your feelings and thoughts out there and sharing them with others.
So how far have you travelled? Have you put the mileage at 0 on this camper van just to see how far you're going?
This camper van is absolutely incredible. It's beautiful, and we've gone quite far already. So we started in London. We're based in London, and we then travelled up to St Albans, to Birmingham, then up to North Wales, to Mold, and into Liverpool, then Carlisle, up to Scotland, to Glasgow and Edinburgh, and then we're working our way down. We went to Newcastle, and yesterday we were. Oh, hang on, we've been all over. Yeah.
It is it's a major tour. That T-shirt with all the tour dates on, it's going to be huge. Yeah, You're going to have XXL. And what does the camper van look like? Is it an original kind of VW camper?
It is. It's an old-fashioned VW camper van, but it's a very special one because it's been wrapped in a design that is a vintage map.
I've seen you. Yes, Katie, I saw you yesterday on the motorway.
Oh, it's very distinctive, isn't it?
Oh, my word. Is it in a kind of a turquoisey greeny colour?
It is, yeah.
I passed you. I'm so excited. I'm so sorry. It looked absolutely beautiful.
It's stunning, and the poetry on it is incredible. I'm glad you spotted us. That's great. We've had quite a few people say they have, actually.
I am absolutely amazed it was you. I took such notice of you. I'm thrilled. I mean, it's such an attention drawer as well.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? And up close, there's so much poetry on it that every time I look at it I see new lines, and it's stunning. There are poems like children saying why am I deaf is the answer far in Mars, or maybe it's all the way in the stars. It's just covered in beautiful lines like that of children expressing their thoughts and feelings. So anyone taking the time to come and read just a line will know a little bit more about their experiences. And we're just trying to raise awareness and teach some people some signs as we go along. So we've got a Sign Good Morning campaign on the go, where we've been asking celebrities and the community workforce to learn to sign good morning in British Sign Language. And we've had great support. So Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Bunton, Sir Ian McKellen, Brydon, Boris Johnson. So many people have learned to sign good morning, and they're on our website, lots of them.
Oh, great.
And they're also being shown on the BBC big screens all across the UK.
Yes.
So if you look out for them on those big screens, they'll be greeting you in British Sign Language. It's an absolutely beautiful language.
Now, do you meet up with a bunch of children that have been kind of selected in the area, and they come along and they spend a couple of hours with you at the camper van? Is this what happens?
They do. So every day in the mornings, usually, although tonight we've got an event with deaf young people at the Sheffield Deaf Children's Society, but normally every day we stop somewhere where we've pre-arranged to go and see deaf children and their local families and communities and school staff, so that we can share some of our ideas and resources and also hear from them. Lots of them have been performing poetry as we've visited them, which is fantastic. And then every day we've also arranged to stop at a Tesco's Superstore car park, and that's because we want to reach people who may not have otherwise even thought about deaf members of their communities. So it's all really positive. We're not raising any money, we're just giving away lots of freebies that have that message, Include Me in the World, and have little leaflets that show you how to sign some really useful signs. And it's not just about learning to sign, it's about learning to communicate with deaf people who are oral as well, and just top tips for doing that. Like, don't walk away, keep going, try and use other ways of trying to get your message across. It's worth it.
Sign language is quite difficult to master, isn't it? And it can take quite a lot of concentration, can't it, Katie?
Yeah, it's a full language, so it's like looking to learn any language, but it's great fun. The classes are always great fun because it's all silent except for laughter.
Yes, of course.
I think that. But what we're trying to say to people really is, although you're right, it's hard to learn it as a full language, absolutely everyone can learn just a few signs, just so that we really include people who do sign in our communities.
Now, you mentioned the Deaf Children's Society this evening, the Sheffield Deaf Children's Society, but you're actually at Abbeydale Road today from 2, aren't you?
We are, this afternoon from 2 until 4. I've just arrived there myself. It's beautiful sunshine, and it looks like a fabulous Tesco. And, we'll be setting up... here comes Heidi. She's arriving. Heidi is the camper van.
Oh, really?
Making her way in.
Have you got a Twitter, Katie?
We do. It's at Life and Death.
At Life and Death.
To keep us, and also to send, if people would be interested in filming themselves or photographing themselves signing Good Morning. We're making a huge collection online, so you can join the celebrities and sign Good Morning with them.
Well, can you tweet me a photograph of Heidi, please? And my Twitter is at Spanswick Tweets.
Okay.
It's a bit of a mouthful, at Spanswick Tweets, but I would love to have a look at her.
We'll definitely do that.
So if you're in that car park around Tesco's, other supermarkets are available, you'll be there for the next 2 hours from 2 o'clock?
2 till 4, yeah.
Okay.
And we look forward to meeting as many people as possible.
Katie, it's been so good to talk to you, and I'm sorry I got uber excited about having seen the camper van.
I think most people react in that way. She's very special. She's absolutely beautiful.
You do feel like waving, so I'll have to wave more vigorously next time. Yeah, lovely. Katie Ford, she's at the Abbeydale from 2 until 4 with the camper van. The camper van's called Heidi. I'm not joking. It is the most beautiful thing. It took my breath away, and to know that I'd actually seen this, and it's going around the country. Full of poetry inside and out, and giving readings written by deaf children and read by deaf children. So go along and support them, I would say. And of course, on the Twitter, it's at Life and Deaf. It's BBC Radio Sheffield. It's 22 minutes past 1. These are the Cars and My Best Friend's Girl.